G'day guys and welcome back to Jans_Gaming for another Dokkan Battle video. So today's video we've also got the details for the TEQ Fusion Zamasu, so we're going to be jumping into the team building guide for him. Firstly, don't forget to like and subscribe. I do make new team building guides for each unit that does come out. So let's jump straight on into it here. So his details would look extremely familiar to you here. As you can see, we've got teams Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Final Trump Card, Worldwide Chaos, Exploding Rage, Battle of Fate, Fuse Fighter, and Power of Wishes. For our links, we've got Big Bad Bosses, Dismal Future, Godly Power, Fuse Fighter, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. So if you're thinking that looks extremely similar, it is because pretty much the exact same details as the LR Int Merge Zamasu. So disappointing that they share the same name, because then they can't link together. But anyway, is what it is. So for our 7 linking partner, we can link up with the active transformation or the domain transformation. We share the exact same link set there. So for those turns, you are able to utilize the TEQ Merge Zamasu and the Int Merge Zamasu with the domain transformation. For our syncs links, we've got the transformed stages of the AGL Zamasu EGA. So these second and third stages here, we'll get the 6 links active, and this could be absolutely fire because we do know that the AGL Zamasu is getting his EZA on the 1st of the month, so not too far away. For our 5 linking partner, and up until that EZA does drop, I think the unit that you will be utilising probably the most next to this Zamasu is the Goku Blackened Zamasu. After their EZA, they're pretty solid, and the TEQ Zamasu can certainly sit in slot 1. So, yeah, definitely be making use of him quite a bit. Jumping down to 4 links, you can see we've got some pretty, as expected, partners here. We've got the Int LR Rose, a unit that hopefully will EZA during the celebration, because that'd work really well with those two together. We've got the STR Rose, who's already EZA'd, a support unit who's solid, but yeah, does rely on getting that finishing blow, which holds him back a little bit. We've got the AGL Goku Black, so the support unit. He's definitely not great, but I guess if you're able to hide him, he could potentially be usable on teams. And then we've got the transformed and untransformed stage of the Int Goku Black, who is another one that I would have to think will be EZAing during the celebration, whether that's in part 2 or 3, but he's a defensive stacker, so always nice to have them on the team. And then we've also got the physical LR Metal Cooler. So jumping down to 3 links here, you can see we've got the TEQ Gods, and Future 17 and 18, the Blue Vegito, who's an insane unit, so always good to have him along. The Int Vegeta and Trunks, the Int Perfect Cell, and then the base of the AGL Zamasu. So the base doesn't really affect us too much because, yeah, it does transform very early on there. So the first team build we're going to look at is utilising a bit of the TEQ Zamasu's leader skill, and that is the Realm of Gods / Worldwide Chaos team. As you can see, we've got the TEQ Zamasu as our leader. We're also bringing the TEQ Goku Black and Rose, the STR EZA Rose, the AGL Goku Black, and then we've got both of the 5th anniversary Blue Fusions. So for this team, you're going to be running the TEQ Fusion Zamasu with the TEQ Goku Black and Rose as one rotation, and then on the other rotation I'd be running the STR Rose alongside the friend TEQ Fusion Zamasu. That's then going to leave you to float AGL Goku Black with his support, and then also the STR Gogeta and the TEQ Vegito. So by having them in slot 3, even though they're not going to get a crazy amount of links active, they're going to have that dodge chance. They're always going to be building up their defense pre-super. I think it's just a pretty effective way to utilize the last spots on this team, because realistically the extreme side of Realm of Gods and just extreme teams in general actually need quite a lot of help, and until we get those EZAs, we probably will have to utilize some super options here. So the next team build I was going to look at is the AGL Goku and Vegeta's team. They have a massive leader skill, Battle of Fate, Future Saga, and Power Beyond Super Saiyan, as well as also leading Super Class. So as you can see here, we've got them as our leader. We've got the Tech Gods in here. They do share 7 out of 7 links with the Blue Goku and Vegeta. Got the Tech Goku Black Zamasu. Again, that's interchangeable with any of the Zamasus that you are capable of bringing. We then got the Fusion Zamasu, Vegito Blue again, and then the STR Bulma. So for a team like this, we would run the Blue Goku Vegeta with the Tech Gods. As I mentioned, 7 out of 7 links there, so pretty obvious choice to run that. On the other rotation, we'd have the two Zamasu units together. We'd then be floating the other Blue Goku and Vegeta, the Tech Vegeta Blue, and the STR Bulma. So the advantage of this team is that when you do transform the Blue Goku and Vegeta into Vegito, you could then bring the Blue Vegito onto rotation together, and you'll get that crazy combo there. Then you'll just have to float off the Tech Gods. You'll already be floating the friend Blues, and then you're going to have STR Bulma floating with her orb changing, her multi-turn support. Bulma's just absolutely insane. So I think this will be another really, really effective team if you do want to be running both of the worldwide download units on the same team. So another team that we're going to bring in, which is sort of a bit wonky because we are combining Extreme and Super, which I don't usually like to do, but it's the Power of Wishes / Final Trump card. As I mentioned, it's really hard to get a complete roster for the Extreme side, so a lot of these teams are going to be combined. So we've got the Physical Z Duo as our leader. We've got both the Zamasus, as I've mentioned previously. We probably don't need to talk about them anymore. The STR GT Duo, the Tech Vegito Blue, and the STR Bulma. So for the rotations for this one, obviously we've got the two Zamasus together. That's a given. Then we'd run the Physical Z Duo with the STR GT Duo. They're a well-proven combo. We all know how crazy they work together. We then have the dodging of Vegito Blue in slot 3. You could bring in another support or an orb changer. That's up to you. I guess it depends on the event you are going up against. And then we've also got the STR Bulma with her orb changing support, all that jazz. If you don't have Bulma, definitely recommend switching in another orb changer or support unit in her place. But yeah, pretty powerful team. You're going to have the Revive with the GT Duo. You've got the two potential standbys with the Z Duo as well. So the next team is pretty much just another play on that team, but it is the Power of Wishes / Battle of Fate this time. So with our rotations on, I guess we'll run through the team. We've got the STR GT Duo, TEQ Fusion Zamasu, the STR Goku Black Rose, Easy A, the AGL Kai Goku Physical Z Duo, and then the Physical MVP 17. So for this one, I'd be running the GT Duo with either the Z Duo or the Kai Goku. It's up to you. Probably depends on the typing of the enemy. Kai Goku can always sit in slot 1, so maybe he's the better rotation piece. Then you'd be floating the... you'd be running the other rotation of the two Zamasu units, Goku Black. And then probably float the Z Duo, the Friend GT Duo, and the Physical MVP 17. So yeah, another pretty versatile team in terms of getting revives. You got a nullifying from the Kai Goku, and you got a massive damage dealer who can also go into the standby and the Z Duo as well there. So again, a bit wonky because we are mixing Extreme and Super, but sort of what we got to do at this point. So the bond of parent and child / future has a few similarities with the the AGL Blues lead team here, but we got the Int Blue Vegeta and Trunks. We got the TEQ Fusion Zamasu, the STR GT Duo, the Int Merge Zamasu, Vegito Blue, and then the Physical Bardock. So for this one, Vegeta and Trunks you really do have to utilize in slots 1, so we'd be using one of them each on each rotation. We'd then have the GT Duo on one rotation and TEQ Zamasu on the other, so bit wonky to be running that combo there. But what we'd pretty much be doing is just biding our time until we are able to then activate the domain change, and then we can bring the Int Merge Zamasu onto rotation with the TEQ Zamasu. those two there will then be able to link up for 5 turns, and I can't imagine there's going to be any content that does outlast that domain transformation. So that'll work a bit funnily. Then you'd be floating the blue Vegito and the physical Bardock, but again, it is tough to make up sort of team builds around this guy, and I think you could utilize that. So the last team build we're going to look at is the Fused Fighter GT Heroes team. So the Zamasu does lead Fused Fighter as well, but I think the ability to bring the Z Duo by adding in the GT Heroes aspect is probably a little bit more beneficial. So we've got the physical Super Saiyan 4s, TEQ Fusion Zamasu, AGL Zamasu. This is just preempting his EZA that will be coming, but you could easily swap him out for any of those fused Zamasu units. We've then got the GT Duo, as I mentioned, Blue Vegito, or you could bring Gogeta, up to you, whichever you prefer, and then the STR Piccolo. So, in terms of rotations for this one, we'd have the two Zamasu units together as usual. The physical Super Saiyan 4s with the STR GT Duo. We then have whichever 5th anniversary LR you decide to bring floating, because we know we love that orb changing. And then we'd also have the STR Piccolo as one of our floating units as well, because he's just the insane support, and we love our STR Piccolo. So in terms of the builds, I think I quite like this AGL Blue Goku and Vegeta team build. Is a little bit wonky in terms of not having all extreme or all super, but I think just there's a lot of versatility in this team, so I think it'll be able to destroy difficult content. Otherwise, going with the lead of the TEQ Fused Zamasu, he's just going to be absolutely insane. So let me know your thoughts down below on which of the team builds are your favourites, which one are you going to be utilising to make the most of your Fused Zamasu. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.